What actions would you take if the earth beneath you began to tremble? Not from traversing trucks or remote thunder, but from an old and potent force awakening deep underneath. Envision yourself on the slopes of Mount Adams, the largest volcano in Washington, and recognizing that you may be atop a dormant behemoth. Mount Adams has remained the most subdued among the volcanoes in Washington state. Dominating its environment with an imposing stillness, it has been silent for millennia, so extensive a duration that its most recent eruption occurred prior to documented history. In that era, humans resided in caves, fashioning tools from stone. However, at this moment, now, Mount Adams looks to be breaking its stillness, and scientists are paying close attention. For decades, Mount Adams remained largely silent. Since the 1980s, it has averaged one minor earthquake every 2 to 3 years. That is virtually negligible for a volcano. But then, this past September, something altered. 6 earthquakes were registered in just 1 month. Small quakes, sure, barely enough to rattle a coffee cup, but in the world of volcanoes, even small vibrations can carry tremendous ramifications. So, what's happening? Think of it this way: earthquakes around volcanoes are like the creaks and groans of an old house settling, or maybe the sound of someone moving in their sleep. Is Mount Adams just rolling over, or is it revving up for something more? The US Geological Survey isn't taking any chances. They've placed new seismic stations all over the mountain, turning Mount Adams into one of the most extensively observed volcanoes in the Pacific Northwest. These detectors are so sensitive they can pick even the slightest vibrations, providing scientists a real-time perspective of what's going deep beneath the surface. For now, there's no need to panic. Satellite footage shows no ground swelling, no worrisome cracks forming, just those tiny quakes. The official alert level remains at green, meaning everything is okay. But here's the thing about volcanoes: normal may change in the blink of an eye. If Mount Adams were to erupt, geologists predict it would produce slow-moving lava flows rather than catastrophic bursts like Mount St. Helens. These rivers of molten rock crawl across the countryside, killing everything in their path. But they're hardly the scariest threat. The true risk resides in something considerably sneakier: lahars. Imagine a wall of mud, ash, and rock tearing down the hill at terrible speeds, engulfing highways, bridges, and cities in its path. Lahars don't wait for a full-blown eruption. They can happen without warning if weakened rock gives way. And Mount Adams? It's known for these destructive mudflows. That's why scientists define Mount Adams as a high-threat volcano. It's a sleeping behemoth, undoubtedly, but one that may wreak devastation without much notice. But Mount Adams isn't the only restless volcano out there. Across the globe, giants like Iceland's Katla, Ecuador's Cotopaxi, and even Yellowstone's renowned supervolcano are making themselves known. Each one bears the potential to alter life as we know it, from grounding flights with ash clouds to cooling the earth with enormous eruptions. So, why should we care? Because these mountains of flames remind us of nature's uncontrolled strength. They contain the capacity to modify landscapes, alter climates, and test humanity's resilience. And yet, they also remind us of the value of science, preparation, and attentiveness. Mount Adams may remain calm for another 1,000 years, or it might stir tomorrow. Either way, we're observing, learning, and ready for whatever comes next. With that said, thanks for watching.